Hello, and what we're going to look at today is the derivative using the definition of a derivative of a square root. And this is an idea you might not remember so well from last year, or it involves an idea. So what we're going to start with is our definition of a derivative, that f prime of x equals f of x plus h minus f of x over h, and it's the limit as h goes to 0. Then we kind of change that with our function, or plug it in. So instead of the square root of x minus 2, it's x plus h minus 2, minus the square root of x minus 2 over h, and it's that same limit. Now the problem is we can't do a lot with those square roots in the numerator. We still can't cancel out our h from the denominator, so we need a new idea. And that idea, again, is one from last year. We are going to multiply by the conjugate of the square root. The conjugate looks at that symbol, and it makes it the opposite. So x plus h minus 2 plus square root of x minus 2, and divided by the same thing. X plus h minus 2 plus x minus 2. Okay, again, the conjugate of the square root is just changing that sign from a minus to a plus. When we do that, the top, all the square roots will cancel. You can, if you think about it, x, this first group, times this first group would be x plus h minus 2. Then you have, and we'll switch colors here, if we look at this times this, and this times this, those are opposites of each other, and they're going to cancel out. So then we look at the last terms, the minus square root x minus 2 times square root x minus 2, we would get minus x minus 2. In other words, from the top, all of our square roots are gone. From the bottom, we have h, and then we have our square root x plus h minus 2 plus square root x minus 2. Okay, so we're still not there yet, but we're close. X minus x, those cancel out. And minus 2 minus minus 2 is plus 2, those cancel out. From the top, all I have left is h. From the bottom, I have h times our square root part, so now our h's will finally cancel out. Then what we can do now is rewrite what we have. It's square root x plus h minus 2 plus square root x minus 2. And that's the limit as h goes to 0. So now plug in 0 for h. And what that simplifies to now is 1 divided by square root x minus 2 plus square root x minus 2. In other words, I have two groups of those square roots, so it'll be two of them. X minus 2. And again, that's a long process, and you have to do a lot of algebra work again. You're kind of seeing that as a trend. However, that's how we would do that. Again, that's in that same category as one of the more challenging definition problems, but it is one we're able to do using the algebra we know from last year. If the conjugate idea is not one that you're too familiar with, make sure to come in or email me, and I can make you another video about the conjugate, because that is the skill that we needed here.